Hey guys, Majeffries here, and welcome to episode 17 of You Don't Win Anything with Kids, which is of course my Majeffries United career on Football Manager 2014. I was going to start by talking about the last episode, episode 16, where I did like the little highlights reel. I was wondering what you guys thought of that, whether you thought that was a good idea or not, whether you'd prefer to see that as opposed to seeing matches live. Obviously I'll still be commentating live, but it'll be watching it back afterwards. You might have noticed the match was a bit quicker, it went through a bit faster. I think the video is about half length of what it would normally be, maybe even a third length. So yeah, let me know guys what you think about that, because it might be something that I'll look to do a bit more often if you guys want to see it more. In the meantime, we have Chelmsford at home, and we have a few injuries and suspensions to worry about. So, first thing we're going to do is take Douglas Pringle out of the team, since he's stupid enough to get himself suspended. Bring the other one who's stupid enough to get himself suspended, Delamond, back in. And then we're going to put McConnor in for McGregor. And I think, with the players we've got available to us, that's a good lineup. I think. That looks about right, I'd say. We'll try it, see how it goes. But yeah, I quite enjoyed doing the last episode, going back across the match. Okay, I knew the score, which is why I suppose I enjoyed it a bit more. But, just being able to talk about a match that's already happened and offer views to it like that. And, I have less to talk about then, which means you don't have to hear my voice so much, which some of you might find quite good. Might as well get this match started whilst I'm yakking. So yeah. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. Anywho, back to the present. We've got a home match to think about. That looked like a foul, straight from the off. Not a good start. Yep, we've committed 2 fouls inside the first 5 minutes, which is not very good. And I have a horrible feeling that we're actually going to concede first again. What's that? It's a cross in from the right hand side. Yeah, that's alright then. Quintaka grabbing hold of it, that's fine. I can live with that. Quintaka, I think, is one of the most reliable players I have. He very rarely makes mistakes. And when he does, he tends to make up for them. You might have to go back through past footage to confirm whether that's true or not. But to my knowledge and to my memory, I think he's been our most reliable player and our most consistent performer as well. That's a good ball from Thompson to Wilson. Good save. Beckhold was offside. That's unlucky. I think Wilson maybe could have done better, could have got the shot at least challenging the keeper a little bit more, maybe beating the keeper. I think he could have scored that pretty easily. His brother would have scored that. Bit of sibling rivalry. That's bounced kindly for Beckhold. Can he get a shot away? Yes he can, and he's scored. Get in, 1-0. Lars Beckhold, that's his 3rd goal of the season, would you believe? It feels like he scored so many more. Obviously he scored in the last match, the one I showed you the highlights of. So I'm trying to think who his other goal was against. Again, if you want to leave a comment and let me know what game that was, because I've completely forgotten. Call it a pop quiz, shall we? What game did Beckhold score for us in, apart from the one last match against Maidenhead? That's the one. I've forgotten who they were for a minute. Yep, answers in the comments section below. Oh, bugger. Robinson's injured, and I've got Hogan on the bench. That's alright then. Bring Hogan on. I'm a bit worried because Jones's fitness isn't perfect either. I think Jones is quite injury prone. I don't know what told me that. It might be the fact that he's actually subbed off like 3 of the last 4 matches. So yeah, there's not a lot going on in this match at the moment. I'm just pleased that we're winning, we're putting results together. One thing I was worried about when I started this series was obviously I've made the players from scratch, and I was sort of a little bit worried that they'd be too good. So the first problem would have been bigger teams coming in for them in transfer windows and things like that. The second problem would have been just the unrealism of winning matches by the amount that we would, like 10-0 every game kind of thing. It's fun to start with, and it gets very, very boring as time goes on. We haven't lost a game yet, which that does happen in football. Especially at this sort of stage of the season, you start to see that there's one or two teams that still have an unbeaten record. We haven't got a 100% record, obviously, because we drew to Concord. I think it's not the most realistic of series, but it's more realistic than it could have been. I think it's the nicest way of saying it. And, we get the odd scrappy goal that we concede, and we give away penalties and free kicks, and we have a lot of players sent off. And we win matches by a goal. We tend to concede quite early as well, so I think we got the realism that I wanted from this series. I'm going to bring Wilson off because he's just got injured. Bring his brother on. See if he can score. As I said, we got the realism I wanted from this. We have some good players, we have some bad players, we have some consistent players, and we have some players who sometimes you wonder if they've actually turned up. And I'm pleased with how it's going so far. Hopefully you guys are enjoying watching this series as well. I'm certainly enjoying making it, so hopefully that enthusiasm comes through during these videos. If not, then I'm definitely going to have to go back to the drawing board, because I feel like I'm throwing my weight behind this quite a lot at the moment. Especially as once my schedule gets published sometime in the next week or so, you guys are going to get a fair idea of where I want to take my channel and what series I want to run and when. And you'll see that Football Manager comes very, very high on the priorities list. So I want to take this game seriously. I want to produce really good videos for you guys to enjoy. And hopefully I'm doing that. Right, we just won a penalty. I didn't really see what happened there. I think it was a bit of pushing in the box kind of thing. I saw Wilson swing it in. Let's see if McConnor can score. I think it was McGregor missed. McConnor has scored. McGregor missed in the last match, which I can't imagine did his confidence much good. But it's good to see that McConnor's put it away. And actually, that was a pretty well taken penalty. He sort of put his foot through it. Top left corner, did he go, or did he just? Yeah, top left corner. That's a really well taken penalty. Actually, puts it in a position where the keeper will find it really difficult to keep it out. See, I'm pleased with that, and we're 2-0 up. Looks like we could be going for another clean sheet. See what Thompson can do here. I like Thompson on that right hand side. Actually, he tends to make things happen that not every player seems to be able to do. He's got a really good cross on him, as you saw in the last match where he set up Beckhold. But actually no but. I was about to say I'll sub him off and keep him fit, but it looks like Johnston needs the rest, so I'll bring Carino on down the middle. But yeah, I'm pleased we got a player like Thompson on that side, and we got players like Carino as well. And Beckhold, he's a completely different player, but he sort of brings balance to the team, playing on the opposite side to both Carino and Thompson. There's a bit more stability down the left hand side. I think he's more consistent as well. And he sort of brings a bit of a reality check back to the team. So, he's not afraid to hold the ball up, look for options like that. He's a very good goal poacher, as you saw from the highlights. He came running in at the back post. I'm not going to keep a clean sheet anymore, am I? That is such a poor goal to concede. I mean, Edmonds, I'm sure he's pretty happy with himself for winning the header there, but we're going to see the replay in a second. And, these players should be asking serious questions of themselves. That pass there should have been blocked. That ball should have been closed down a lot quicker. I'm pretty sure Edmonds was offside there, and Quintaka could have easily come and claimed that, and he didn't. He just stood on his line. So yeah, I'm not really sure what was going on there. But I was talking about Beckhold, wasn't I? Yes. That's something else that he's got in his locker, the ability to head the ball. He's pretty good in the air. He's not the best, but he's not the worst. He's not afraid to go backwards in order to go forwards. He's got a pretty good pass on him, and he's there's a good finish from Wilson. Forgot what I was saying again. Oh yeah, he's not the best finisher in the world, but when he does get the ball in a good attacking place, he sort of knows what to do with it. He keeps a bit of composure. There are other players in my team like Drewson and Francois who they sort of snatch at it a little bit. I think Drewson more than most because of how I've got him set up as a player. When he does get chances, he tends to try and hit them first time and make the most of it as quick as possible rather than taking his time and picking out a good finish. Ooh, does that go down as an own goal? Yes, it does. That's unfortunate because Wilson hit a pretty good shot there. Oh dear. I feel sorry for goalkeepers when things like that happen because there's literally nothing you can do about that. You know, the ball had beaten him and it hit crossbar, and just when he thinks he's been redeemed, it cannons off him and goes in. So yeah, you know, it looks like we're going to win this match. Beckhold probably could have chased that one down. Maybe he decided not to because of the yellow card. He didn't want to commit a second offence. But yeah, we won 4-1. 4 impressive goals, even though the fourth one was an own goal. It was still a good strike from Wilson that led up to it. Beckhold's won man of the match, which I think he actually deserved because he, like I was saying about him, he brings more stability to the team than the right hand side. So you can have players like Carino and Thompson tearing down that right hand side, and then you've got a player like Beckhold on the left hand side who he's a bit calmer, he's a bit slower, he brings the tempo back to a more manageable pace. But then at the same time, he can make a dart down the line, he can win a header and knock it back across goal, and he can swing in a decent ball. So he's a very useful player to have on that side. And as you saw today, he came up with the goal, which was good. Do you know what, guys? I think that actually brings this episode to a close. So, time for the end of video spiel. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the little red box below. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you for your continued support. And until next time, guys, I will see you soon.